What's up? Smile for the camera. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda if you are new here. If you're not new here, welcome back. It is late at night, but I did want to kind of talk about everything going on with the coronavirus. I do live in New York City where obviously we're getting hit very hard, which, you know, we expected. We have a lot of people here, but I just wanted to hop on and talk about it. If I could ever fix my camera. Everyone's like, ugh, another coronavirus video. Okay, I get it, I totally get it. But the point of this video is to show you the streets of New York City and how New York has changed and evolved in the last 10 days that we've set down, you know, restrictions everywhere. Only essential workers can leave their houses. Unfortunately, I am an essential worker. Well, not really unfortunately, I am obviously fortunate that I still do have a job. I did get laid off from 2 of my jobs. I know a lot of people in the city who got laid off from their jobs or who are freelancers like I am, and it's very tough, it's very hard. However, we all kind of banded together. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. Okay, but this video is about how empty the streets of New York City are, like I said, and how crazy everything is evolving and changing. Obviously, for the greater good right now, everyone needs to sacrifice for like all of society, and especially for older people or anyone who could possibly get the virus, and things might turn out terribly. I do have a few friends who do actually have the virus, and they are currently isolating at home by themselves. They're all kind of experiencing it a little differently, but still, it's no fun. So last week, before the whole ban went down of, you know, no one outside at a specific time, or no one outside at all who doesn't need to be outside, I did go around and I filmed different parts of New York City, pretty much just the bigger parts, the touristy parts, and saw how empty they were. Let me tell you, I've never ever seen New York City like this, and I've lived here for about 6 years now. I filmed a little bit around my job, well, one of my jobs, the job I have left. I filmed on a Wednesday and a Thursday, as you can see from right here.
It's rush hour in New York City right now, and there's usually, you know, so many cars that there's traffic, but this is what it looks like right now. I'm literally on Park Avenue, one of the busiest streets, and I'm just walking. I don't even have the light and I'm walking. This is the busiest street pretty much in all of New York City as of May. And there's no one. I mean, there's 2 people up there and me, obviously. It's usually so packed you can't walk on it. You can literally walk in the middle of the road right now, the wrong direction, and there's no cars coming. Safe to say people in New York are taking this seriously, which I'm super proud of. Also, I'm coming home from work. Don't yell at me. No one on the road again. It's just nice because I can just walk whenever I want. I mean, it's also not nice, but it's just nice.
And I mean, that alone is crazy. I could literally walk without the crosswalk, even waiting for the crosswalk down Park Avenue. And then now I could literally walk in the middle of a street and I didn't have to worry about if a car was coming or not, because there was none. I've never seen anything like that in my life, or even walking down Lexington Avenue and not having to worry about bumping into other people. That is truly once in a lifetime. But then later on Friday, I decided to go around New York City and just obviously see the bigger parts. My biggest thing that I wanted to see was Times Square and how empty it was. If there were a lot of tourists still, if there weren't a lot of tourists, I obviously didn't expect there to be very many. Duh. But you know, people are ruthless and crazy, and I wanted to see if there were still a lot of people out there, and luckily there weren't. However, it was a sight to see. I've never seen so few people in Times Square before. So, you know, I hit big places: Times Square, MSG, World Trade Center, Grand Central, the Met. All of these I'm saying out of order. However, on with the video, shall we? Lincoln Center. This is the very first time I've ever been to Lincoln Center and seen so few people out on the plaza. That was just wild to me. I was actually surprised to even see any people. But this was before everything closed down. As you can see, there's a guard who's still over there. The place is still open, but there's just so few people, you know, wanting to risk it, which I think is great. All the sidewalks of New York City, as you go down them, they're super, super empty. Port Authority.
For 7 o'clock on a Friday, this is so empty, like...
Being as dead as it is, that's so uncommon. That never happens. It's just wild to see. And then obviously we get to Times Square where you can see there's no one on the sidewalks. It's just a ghost town almost. It's kind of scary. If you've ever been to Times Square, you know these sidewalks are always super packed. So seeing them not packed is just mind-blowing, honestly. And then you see this guy who is in the middle of the road down one of the busiest streets in New York City, possibly, that you could be on with a car.
Yo, this dude's in the middle of the road. What are you doing?
So then we just continue on, more Times Square. You obviously see a few people on the red stairs and around there, but really nothing compared to what is normal around there. And then we get to Grand Central and you see all of these taxis lined up. You never see so many taxis because they're always out and driving people, but there's just a bunch of taxis, there's no people, no extra cars up top. It's wild. And then just all of these empty sidewalks for the rest of the time as we went down the west side of Manhattan. And then you see the World Trade Center with no cars. There's literally no cars. It was wild to drive around, it was wild to see.
And last but not least, this is the Met. Obviously this was taken earlier in the day, but I've never seen it so empty in my life.
20 years from now when we look back, I'm gonna see this video and it's gonna be so strange to see such an empty sidewalk in, you know, all these locations in New York City. It's very rare that this is happening. Obviously, praying that everyone is okay, praying everyone stays safe and stays sane. I know it's very hard to stay home and keep yourself occupied. If you want a list of things that you can do or ideas or anything like that, I've got you covered. If you're a nurse, if you work in healthcare, if you work in sanitation, a restaurant, even, you know, public transportation, I'm not even covering any of it here, but you work in everyday essentials that where you still have to go to work every day, I am very thankful for you. We're all so thankful for you. We don't know what we would do without you. You guys deserve literally the world, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm assuming everyone else's heart. Like I said, stay safe, stay healthy. I will see you guys in the next video. Probably won't be like this kind of video, but just wanted to kind of inform you guys and just show you everything going on here in my world, how drastically it has all changed. Hope you guys enjoyed the video in a sense. Kind of got a different look of New York City that you would truly never see again, and I hope you're just staying safe. That's all I can say. I'm a broken record, but it's true. I really hope everybody's staying safe and healthy, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.